Okay, so what is up guys, no? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in today's video, I will just be giving you a quick update regarding the Bitcoin chart from the daily to the 4-hour and the hourly time frame, no? So sa most recent video natin, or I think sa pinaka last video natin, sabi natin this could be the last leg for the wave 2, no? Or sinasabi natin this is W, X, Y, X, Z. So pwedeng ganun yung sinasabi natin na wave count nito. So sabi natin, pwedeng unang option is mag-form siya ng 5 waves down, and the second option is for it to form 3 waves down, katulad nung na-mention natin sa ating again pinaka-recent na video. So as of right now, this looks like a WXY wave, or 3 waves down. This could be the W, the X, and then this is going to be, or the missing wave could be the Y wave. So pwede siya maging 5 waves down, pwede siya maging pwede siyang 3 waves down, pwede siya maging 5 waves down. Hindi natin masabi. Again, the market will do whatever it wants. Pero as of right now, the most probable scenario is for it to replicate this wave. Bakit? Kasi, again, yun yung na-establish na niya dito. Again, pwede ba itong mas bumaba pa? Pwede. Tingnan natin sa mga susunod na yugto nitong video natin, kasi share ko naman yung targets ko doon. So, as of right now, this looks, again, it looks more like a 3 waves down, no? 3 waves down ang itsura niya. So W, X, Y. So that is most probably it, no? So this is going to be the target, the Z, or the ending of the Z wave pala, no? So with that, pwede na tayo mag-zoom in sa ating 4-hour chart para sa ating targets. So sa ating 4-hour chart, again, meron tayong target dito. Nakakita tayo dito ng bearish divergence dito. And then meron tayong meron tayo dito series of higher highs, pero dito sa ating mga indicators ay meron tayong nakikita na bearish divergence kasi lower highs yung fino-form niya. That being said, naggarawa siya ng break of structure and nag-retrace siya up until here sa ating orange fib, no? And then dun tayo nag-set ng entry. Hindi agad dito na fill, no, yung aking entry, pero dito bumalik yung price dito, and eventually na-reject nga, since this area, or the 71.5k area, is a very strong resistance in my honest opinion, no? So ngayon, ang target natin for this specific trade is going to be around either 46.7 or 43.6k. Pwede ba itong mas bumaba pa? Pwede siya mag 35.8, pwede siya mag 27.4, or at least hanggang maximum is 21k, no? So again, that is just my target. Hindi ko sinasabi that is going to happen, no? So mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo kung bakit possible ma-hit yung targets na yon. So lipat muna tayo ngayon sa 1-hour time frame, no? So dito sa 1-hour time frame, nakakita rin tayo dito ng kumbaga supporting details dun sa ating kinuhang position dito, or yung sinet natin na order position dito, which is hindi na hit. So kaya lumakas yung confidence ko na mag order or stay yung order ko dito, is because meron nga na form na ganito. Again, series of higher highs and then bearish divergences, series of lower lows sa ating mga indicators, sa ating RSI and MACD. Nagkaroon ng break of structure. The original bias was for the price to retrace dito sa golden area hanggang sa blue area, pero it did not happen. Hanggang dito lang siya sa green, which is ito yon, no? So dito the original target was, no, conservatively hanggang dito lang sa yellow or sa golden ratio, pero as of right now, as we can see, na-hit na niya yung 58.2k area na target dito sa ating Fibonacci extension. So pwede ba diyang ma-hit itong 55.3k? Pwede. That is very very possible, kasi nga again, na-hit na niya to, no? Pwede niya pa yung i-extend yung last wave niya. Again, katulad ng sinabi natin dito sa daily chart, nasa it looks like the price action is nasa last leg na, nasa wave Y na. So if that is going to happen, and if that is going to be the case, pwede pa yung mag-extend lower, no? So bakit siya mag-extend lower? No, nandun na tayo sa part na yon. If you're going to pay attention, di ba? So yung iba kasi they were thinking na this is going to be the last leg of the, kumbaga tawag nila dito is pullback. Sa akin is continuation, no? So kung mapapansin natin, meron tayo dito nakikita na siguro drawingan natin, this is going to be a high and a lower high. Pero dito sa ating RSI, this is a high and a higher high. And if we're going to pull out our divergence cheat sheet, ito siya. This is a bearish hidden divergence, no? Or sorry, a hidden bearish divergence. No, it is composed of a high and a lower high sa ating price action, pero sa ating RSI or sa ating indicator ay high and higher high ang fino-form niya, which is basically ito siya, di ba? So obviously this is a hidden bearish divergence. Meron din sa MACD. Ayan. So if that is going to be the case kapag nakakita tayo ng hidden divergences sa position na or sa trend na ginagawa ng ating asset, katulad nito, this is a downtrend obviously. No, kung makikita natin, this is obviously a downtrend. Meron tayong hidden bearish divergence. Most probably, mas malaki ang chance niya na mag-take effect kumpara sa regular bullish divergences. No, so if that is going to be the case, if ever na magkaroon tayo ng open and close below the 58.2k area, so let's say 58k, no, magkaroon tayo ng open 4-hour candles na mag-open and close below the 58k area, that is going to mean na lalaki ang chance or lalaki ang probability na ma-hit ni BTC yung ating target for the orange fib na 55.2k-ish area, no? So ayun lang siguro na ibahagi ko sa inyo. Again, matagal ko na sinishare about sa hidden divergences na yan. Siguro way back nung nagsisimula pa lang tayo mag-upload dito sa YouTube. So ayun, sana meron kayo natutunan kahit paano doon sa mga recent trades ko, o yung mga nagsasabi baka nagyayabang ka lang through age na wala ka naman talagang position. Ayan, ito na yung ating position as of right now, no? So ayan yung ating position, and then tingnan natin kung ano pa mangyayari if this is going to hit my target. So again, the target is roughly around this area. Sorry, nasa 4-hour pala. Nasa dito sa 43.6k. So again, pwede ba siyang mas bumaba pa? Pwede, no? Again, walang imposible dito. This is still going to be could be the wave 1 of 3 waves, no? So let's say this is wave W, meron pang X, and then meron pang Y. Siguro pakita ko sa inyo na mabilis yung aking mas malaking chart. Yan, pwedeng ito yan. Pwedeng this is wave W, or this is going to be tawag dito wave 2, no, of the cycle. Siguro nasa weekly niya mas ma-appreciate, no? Pero dami kasing label. Pero again, this could be the wave 1. Ayan, this is wave 1, no? This is hindi napindot yung highlighter. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a whole wave 1. So wave 2 is W, X, Y, no? So nasa last leg na tayo ng wave 2, which is the complex wave Y. So pwede siya maging 5 waves down, pwede maging 3 waves down. Di natin masabi kasi nga this is a complex correction, no? Or double zigzag, di ko alam kung anong tawag dyan. Basta yun siya, no? So ayun lang, kung meron kayo natutunan kahit paano, kung meron kayo napansin, kung meron off sa inyong paniniwala, i-comment nyo dyan sa baba. Syempre, magkaroon tayo ng healthy discussion, no? So kung makikita nyo to sa Facebook, huwag nyo kalimutan mag-like and share. At mag-comment din kayo, syempre. Dito sa YouTube, huwag nyo kalimutan mag-subscribe. No? Mag-comment din kayo. Yun lang everyone. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye. See you sa next video.